Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach. Last night I watched Vengeance, and to the point I couldn't watch anymore, and woke up and finished the pay-per-view. Thought I'd give you a few quick notes on it, pretty much. Not really a full review. Basically, the first half of the pay-per-view, up until the point after Sheamus versus Christian, sucked, I guess, and really wasn't worth anything. It should have just been sort of like a half show. Nothing up there really mattered. The only thing that really came to my mind is that um, Zack Ryder. If you think it's a big deal that you're on pay per view, you got to go back and think that before Mania, when you first started your show, you were a guy that nobody really cared about, and because of your show and because of really promoting yourself and getting out there to do all the WWE fans, I guess the WWE universe, you can say that you matter now to the point you're on TV and now you're on your first pay per view in forever. But I mean, if the guy you're wrestling for the United States Championship is in a tag match before and is beaten to the point that he's the guy who takes the pinfall, gets up and immediately fights you after that, and you take the loss, even if there is outside interference from Jack Swagger and Vicky, uh, your character isn't where you thought it was. And I thought that was a way of maybe sort of sticking it to the fans. Like, yeah, we got him on pay per view for you, and you got what you wanted, but he's not one of the guys that we want to push. So from here on out, I'm not sure what they'll do with Ryder, but I'm not looking for much. If the guy goes through a match, immediately gets up and fights another match, especially if he's beaten down in the first one, more than likely that guy should lose again. But that's just me. Christian versus Sheamus. This isn't the best match they've ever put on. I was sort of expecting more from these guys. They've had better matches than this, and they've had a lot of chemistry in the past. This match wasn't really a number one contendership match, especially seeing how the end of the Big Show and Mark Henry match was. Um, so I don't really know what they're gonna do with this. Christian to me seems like he's taken a fall back down to the job squad. I sort of saw him as the leader of the outlaw guys that might even be taking a spot in the Survivor Series match, but I'm not sure where he fits in now into the picture. So I guess we'll have to wait to SmackDown and see where he fits in. Keep on thinking that he's gonna have the big year and he's gonna finish strong after winning the title a few times this year, but it doesn't look like it. It's a hard time for Christian fans, I guess. Tag match, surprise, surprise. We saw Kevin Nash came back, and it was nothing more but to build up Survivor Series. You got good old Mark Henry and the Big Show. Made a video about that last night, talking about the Daniel Bryant thing. That was probably the biggest news of the night. Was the ring implosion? That's what everybody was talking about. Um, that was a great match from those good guys. It comes close to the Money in the Bank match where they surprised everybody and put on a great match. That's a must see. I'm sure by now everybody's seen that. The video links are everywhere, all over Twitter and Facebook. And then you got John Cena and Alberto Del Rio, and a lot of people would say it was the match of the night. It was a great match. They fought in the ring that was still imploded. They didn't fix it or anything like that. They just went out there and beat the hell out of each other. They went through the back. Um, I don't understand the finish though. Miz and R-Truth came out there, hit the finishers on Cena, and then Del Rio knocked him out with the title. But if it was a last man standing match, why did they wait so long in order to come out there? Why wouldn't they just come beat him up from the beginning and sort of make it a 3-on-1 if they were going to do it? Were they waiting to see if Del Rio could do it himself, and then they didn't have faith that he could do it? Then they came out there. All in all. Um, the ending of the show, the last four matches really made up for the first couple. So I'm gonna say it's a good show. It's a must see. If you get time before Raw, if you're on the East Coast and you get up from school and you got tons of time or work or whatever you're doing, there's ways to watch it. Get out there and watch it. There's a whole bunch of people that made videos saying they weren't gonna watch this pay per view, that it wasn't that good. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes was a good match. Sort of a disappointment for how much I hyped it up. I really thought this was going to be the coming out party for Cody Rhodes, where he was going to step up. I knew he was going to lose, but I thought that even in a losing way, he could step up to the main event more on SmackDown. That really didn't happen, but it's going to come sooner or later. Cody's a good getting talent, and he's going to get pushed the right way. He's just probably going to be a little bit sooner, a little bit later than sooner, I guess. But All in all, Vengeance was a good pay-per-view. Won't buy it on DVD when it comes out. I'll wait to buy a used copy, but that's what I do with everything. If it was on Blu-ray, I'd buy it right away, but that's just how I am these days. The DVD releases I can wait on because I know that if I wait 6 months or so, I can buy it for half the price that I could buy it new. And the Blu-rays, I just always buy new, so that way WB knows that people out there care about Blu-rays because I guess the sales are bad, and I want more of them, so that's how I support them. All in all, find a way to watch Vengeance. The last four matches are great. The other three, I didn't even talk about the Divas match because there's nothing that needs to be said. So the Cans lost. See you later.